Well, the Masters is really the start of the season. You get really excited very early already, 3-4 weeks before you think about certain golf shots that you hit in the past. You think about some holes, how you want to play them. So that is really when my season starts. At the Masters, for sure, it's definitely the history. Me as an athlete, as a golf player, it's probably the tournament that you always want to win in your career. If you compare it to tennis, it's Wimbledon. For us, it's the Masters. So, and it really starts off the season. Well, goal for the season is pretty similar to all the other years. You want to play the majors as good as possible. You want to be in contention on Sunday afternoon and hopefully, bring it home. Then the Ryder Cup. I've been playing the Ryder Cup. My first one in 2010. Then 2 years ago, I was able to play. Fortunately, I was able to make the last putt. And this year we play in Scotland, so it would be nice to be part of that. After the while, I was in Phoenix with my coach, so we practiced for a week. Then I was back in Germany for a week and a half, where I practiced with him again on pretty much everything. There's not really one or two parts of my game that I need to practice a bit more or less right now. Then I played Houston as a preparation for the Masters. I haven't done it in the past, that I played the week before, but I thought, 4 weeks off before the Masters would have been too long. Well, I would say if we talk about Augusta, it's probably one of the nicest backyards that I've ever seen. It's so pretty and so prestige, such a prestige place. And I played on Saturday and Sunday. I played some practice rounds, and it's just peace. It's just you and the golf course under perfect conditions, and the challenge that we face. I don't know if people realize that on TV, but it's every single shot is so difficult, and you need to plan almost a shot or a shot and a half ahead in order to give yourself chances. So it's quite a big challenge. Usually the tournaments that we play, it's all about birdies. And here it's about accepting a par is a good score most of the times, but you will make a bogey, or even a double bogey once in a while, which is okay. It does happen in Augusta. It's fairly normal. But the biggest thing is really the patience and acceptance. Well, in the end of the day, I think it doesn't really matter where your biggest wins were, where really in the world. If you won on different continents, it's just the let's say if you win big tournaments, it gives you a lot of confidence, and that makes you, when you're standing on the first tee on Thursday morning, knowing that you have done it before, win one of those big tournaments, it does help a lot, and it's quite nice to have the feeling that you have won one of those majors before. Yeah, I watched the drive, chip and putt. I think it was a quite nice thing from Augusta National to support the teenagers. They were between 7 and 15, I believe, and there were 110 kids there with their parents. And I think it was not only a great experience for the kids, for the parents, how emotional the parents were. And there were quite a big stage for the kids. I was hitting balls on the left side of the range, and they were hitting on the right side. They had to hit in between, I don't know, like 20, 30 yards. They had to hit the drives. I would have been nervous, and I do that for a living. And they are between 7 and 14, 15 years old, so it's quite a nice time for them, and I hope Augusta National continues. Bernhard Langer's image, for me, he's just so good. What he has achieved in his career, pretty much really under the radar, especially in Germany, because golf has never been really that big before. Not a lot of people played it, and what he has achieved is very underrated, I think. He is probably one of the best, or he's definitely one of the best sportsmen that we have. Unfortunately, golf is not as big as football or other sports we have, but and he's such a nice man. I play with him every year. We play the practice round here, and he always invites me to his house to have dinner, and it's just harmony around him. Very calm person, has a lot of confidence, but in a very good way. It's a lot of good energy when you spend time with him, and he's still continuing. He's playing so good on the Champions Tour, and doesn't seem like that he's practicing less. So it's quite impressive where the motivation is coming from. My hobbies? That's funny. Well, I've many hobbies really outside of golf. You know, I do lots of sports. Whatever sports you face me with, I'm up for it. Then I started playing the guitar a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, you know, can't really travel with it all the time. So I read lots of books, movies, all that stuff. But our job is so time consuming that even if we don't play tournaments, we have to practice. So there's never really enough time.